What's up, people?
What is up, party people? Oh, I didn't even grab, oh, I did. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Sunday. I'm Tori.
Bill.
Bill. His name is Bill. He's so annoyed that everyone's calling him B these days. Why does that frustrate you?
Because that would be like me calling you Pants, which is my...
Call name?
Yeah.
My call name is Pants.
People are killing me.
No. So it's funny because B is abbreviation for Bill. And so anyway, so if you are brand new here, welcome. We are online resellers and we have so much fun doing these white, wow, these are white events. These weekly live at 4:05 events that we do.
What's up, Aaron?
We love chatting with the community. We love hanging out with all of you.
Delicious.
So that is why we are here almost every single Sunday. We try to make it every Sunday.
Hey,
this week, I actually have been traveling for work.
Yeah, it's been a rough week.
He's exhausted.
Rough
I was traveling for work. I went to Seattle for a few days and saw my family. So Bill had to take care of the puppy and the house and all that stuff while I was gone. So he's still recovering, trying to catch up on sleep because our puppy is a little high maintenance. And if I'm not here to kind of buffer the relationship, it turns into a lot of neediness for him.
So Renzo, you forgot it was Sunday? I had no idea what day it was. I just knew it was another day because I had to wake up.
It is another day. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, although it's very gray out right now. And Bill says it's cold. I haven't left the house today.
It's not warm.
I'm not leaving the house today.
Like 40.
Today
is about 20-mile-an-hour winds, so we're talking like 36.
36.
Max.
Oh, cold. What's it like where y'all are? What is the temperatures? What does the weather look like? We actually had sun today, and then it turned into this. So I don't know what's going back.
No idea.
Or what's going on. But anyway, so we do this weekly live at 4:05 for all of you. Typically we do thrift hauls. That is something that we've found a lot of you enjoy. We give you a lot of information as we go through. We answer questions. We learn things from you. This week is a little bit different. I did not have time to do sourcing this week because I was out of town. And surprisingly, I did not source while I was out of town. I was really busy with work and family, and I just didn't make it happen. So,
I couldn't.
Yeah, and obviously you can't leave the house with the dog.
Iowa's nice. It's 30 in New England, I guess, which is about right.
Wait, Iowa's nice? Iowa's nice right now?
It feels nice for March.
Excellent.
Miami, Beth, you're gotta be enjoying the 70 degrees.
Oh, that's probably beautiful. I love it. I will tell you, when I was in Seattle, we had a little bit of sun. Lori! Oh, I got to meet Lori. So Lori is so I didn't do much socializing while I was in Seattle, but I did get to meet Lori. And I feel like Lori, I know we met and we were there for like a little bit of time.
Minnesota.
But I started thinking about it after I looked at the picture we took, and I feel like we might have met before, but we probably didn't. Maybe that was just me in my head.
Hey, Lily.
But anyway, it was so nice to meet you, Lori, and I really hope you loved your sweater. It was super cool. So anyway, Seattle, I didn't get to source at all. I did actually buy one piece, but it was like this vintage sweater. Got it for myself, and then when I got home, I realized it's wool. And if you're not new here, you know I can't wear wool. It makes me itch. So anyway, I'll probably be listing that.
Kentucky 30 yesterday, 60 today. Yikes.
Ooh, I like 60. I think 60 is good. But in Seattle, the weather was actually super nice. It was a really nice, mix. We had sunshine, it was warm.
It was like it was here, basically.
Yeah, it was super nice. So anyway, today's live is going to be a little different, as I mentioned. So since I didn't get to go sourcing, I was excited for Bill to tell me that, hey, you got a couple of ThredUp boxes that came. And so I was like, this is a perfect chance to talk a little bit about ThredUp. And ways that it can help you as a reseller, or if you're not a reseller, it can actually help you increase your wardrobe with really cool pieces for really inexpensive prices.
Question. Diane asked, why is it if you make a bundle and it expires, you can make an offer to the same person.
You can't or you can?
You can.
Hold on, let me read this because
So,
I gotta read it. Why is it if you make a bundle and it expires, you can't make another offer to the same person?
oh,
Yeah, so it's can't, because I was like, that doesn't make sense, you can't. So I don't know, isn't that crazy? I feel like,
Hey, Maria.
I think it has to go back to that
Cherry pick it.
they don't want us to constantly barrage or badger the buyers because we don't want to annoy them. That's also why they only get notified if you
Closet
do,
clear out.
like if you do 10% less than the price, but they'll only get notified once.
Right.
So if you have it marked at 25, you do 10% off and you send out an offer and they, you know, whatever, don't even do anything with it, they won't get another notification until I think 90 days. I think there's a limit that's on there, but it really is,
You
I think,
can
to protect
remove
the
it from the
customer.
bundle and add it again, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
So,
there are ways that you can kind of
Loopholes.
Yeah.
Let's call it a loophole.
little loopholes. Exactly. Just remove everything and add it back in. That's a great point to bring up. Great questions, and absolutely. So we love to answer questions as we go through here. So there is really no hard and solid outline for these lives. We will answer any questions on topic, off topic, whatever, for you. But going back to the ThredUp piece. So today I do have 2 boxes of ThredUp items. Now, what the title that I put on this video was, can you make money sourcing from ThredUp? And the reason I'm saying that is because sometimes you can't leave your house, and you know, there's a lot of talk in the community on how do you make, or how do you get items to sell if you maybe you're sick or you have to watch another family member, or you know, you're just really busy, or you're traveling for work and you can't really get out there and do sourcing. How can you make that happen? Now there's a lot of mystery boxes you can purchase, reseller boxes, those type of things, but I really enjoy sourcing from ThredUp. They did make a recent change that's gonna make it a little bit harder, but I really love sourcing the outlet. Someone actually mentioned recently in a comment that they had changed their pricing for the outlet, and today when I went to look, it was true. Unfortunately, they used to do 30, 40, and 50% off. The more items that you purchased, you would get this really big discount. Now it's 20, 30, and 40% off. So you're still gonna be able to get a discount on the outlet items, but it's not going to be the same amount. With that though, you can still find some really great pieces. So I picked up, and I have my, because I don't know if they put invoices in here. They typically don't. I opened the top of the box to see if there was one in there. There wasn't.
Probably in the big one.
Maybe. I opened both, but I didn't go through them. Haven't looked at them. I didn't want to look at what I ordered without y'all. But I did order 10 total pieces. And what I was really looking for in the outlet. So the way ThredUp is set up, if you haven't used ThredUp before, you know, you can send things in, you can get luxe items, designer pieces. It's a massive website. It is such a massive website. And you can really learn a lot about brands. You can do some filtering and find things about branding. But the outlet for me is just fun because, you know, I'm sitting on my sofa, I'm going through looking for items. What I was looking specifically for this last time was things for spring. Because, you know, spring is coming up. I'm still purchasing sweaters and jackets, but I feel that spring is gonna get here really quickly, so I wanted to find some, you know, curated pieces to put in both of our closets just to get ready for the spring weather.
Is the ThredUp outlet different than the ThredUp DIY boxes?
Yes, it is, because it's not a mystery box. You actually add things to your cart and then you check out with all of them. So the deal is, let me see, because I have my thing pulled up here. With the outlet, it's have my notes pulled up, outlet. Okay, so I'll show you. I know it's weird because you're looking at my iPad, but this is what it looks like. So you'll see there is 20% off, 30% off, and 40% off. Okay, that ring light is gonna be really annoying to you. I'm so sorry. But 20, 30, and 40% off. And it's 5 items, you get 20% off, 10 items, you get 30, and 20, you get 40. And those have gone down by 10% each. But still, I mean, think about that, an extra 40% off the already low outlet prices. Something else with the outlet, they are what you think they are. They're not going to be the higher designer brands at all. But you can find some pretty cute things. And that's why I'm excited to look at these 10 pieces, because from what I saw in the picture, they looked, you don't know. But
10 items in that big box could have like 15 easy.
I don't know
That's
why
only
it looks
10.
so big. I don't know why they're big giant boxes.
Maybe we got some free
Or
stuff.
maybe
maybe
they're
more
returns.
stuff.
Maybe they're returns. I don't know. I had a box of returns from Loft.
Maybe.
Possibly. So anyway, with these boxes, so I ordered only 10 pieces. So I got 40% off instead of ordering 20 with the 50, whatever. But I ended up getting an extra 40% off of those 10 pieces. And I was really excited about them. I was focusing on, like I said, spring items, rompers, and jumpsuits, because that is what I enjoy wearing as it gets warmer. And for me, I like to sell what I like to wear. So those are the type of items that I really focused on in these two boxes.
The worst things to photograph, by the way. Just saying. Yay!
Wait, okay, so give us well, the rompers are probably easier to photograph.
If it's on Virgie, if they're on Skinny, no.
Skinny. So Bill started calling our other mannequins. So we have our two mannequins. We have Virgie, and she is our newest addition to the family. She's beautiful. And then we have
Skinny.
this old one that I've had forever, and Bill just started calling her Skinny. I'm like, that's not nice. I don't know if Skinny is a very nice term to
Favorite
use.
shoe brands to sell.
Oh, favorite shoe brands. Why don't you take that? I love shoes, but
Yeah, you love shoes.
I do. But what are some of your favorite shoes? I will say Doc Martens right
Fries.
there. Doc Martens, Fries, Dansko. I still like picking up Danskos. Jeffrey Campbell. So all of you out there that do purchase shoes to sell, pop in the comments. What are your favorite shoes to pick up? For whatever reason.
Allegra.
Allegria is really, it sells pretty quickly. But yeah, I mean, those interesting shoes. For me, I really like the interesting pieces.
said her daughter named our dress form Thea.
Oh, Thea, that's a beautiful name.
I just think of Virgie and then it matches. Virgie, Skinny.
I don't know. That's
fine.
interesting. Okay, so we will dive in now.
Oh, Sorels.
I forget about Sorels because we don't find them very often up here at all. Sorels are a really good
vintage.
option. So with these 10 pieces, I also had credit. So here's something else that you might want to think about is I utilize ThredUp Luxe. So I use their Luxe label because I still find a few designer pieces here and there, and they're designer pieces, but they may not be what I would like to sell. So they don't fall within my like vintage aesthetic at all.
Thank you for the $5. That's going to Dress for Success this
I think
month.
that's what we're going for this month, yes. Oh, thank you so much. And if you all don't know, we donate all super chats and all money from our reselling business to charity. Each month we pick a different set of charities to donate to. We are planning for $10,000 this year. That is our goal.
It's gonna be a grind, people.
But the sad thing is if we don't get there, it means we didn't make $10,000 in resell.
Correct.
Although the path that we're on right now,
we're not gonna make
it's
it.
bad. Oh my goodness. I am comparing what we did last year, and it is like 50% of what we were doing last year. So, but again, no stress. We're moving on. We're changing things up. We're,
Ginger Bear.
trying to do
Thank
things.
you
Why
for
not?
the $4.99. Thank you.
So
everybody.
blah blah blah. Where am I? So with ThredUp, like I was saying, if you have old inventory, or for me, designer pieces that I don't want to list, that I know that they'll be able to sell, that I don't feel comfortable selling, I send it to them. And so what that means is I get, I have a lot of credit typically. I can cash out, of course, but I usually use it and for purchasing new items. So in this case, I ended up having just $24 in credit left over from something else.
Hey, Karen.
So I bought 10 items and I ended up paying $26.28 total because I had the credit and because of the 40% off discount. And that comes to, if you have your math correct, 10 items at $26.28 is $2.62 an item, or $2.63 an item.
Paul Green heels?
All right, Paul Green, I've had luck with Paul Green in the past. Heels always scare me.
In 2 days.
Oh, well that's amazing. Excellent. Excellent news. Yeah,
Thank
Paul
you for
Green
the
is
donations,
definitely
people.
Paul Green is definitely a brand recognition or brand that people are looking for. Okay, so with all of that said, anyway, if you have any questions about ThredUp, feel free to ask. I feel like this is not, I'm not going into like a tutorial on ThredUp itself. I think there's a lot of great resellers that have videos on that, but it is something that I utilize as part of my business. And
Thanks,
so I think that it's just kind of something interesting to look at for sure. I do have another box right now that is selling on ThredUp, and a couple of designer pieces, a couple of old stale inventory that I was just getting rid of, and I think that was like $90 tentatively, because you can't cash out, you have to wait till they sell. But still, $90 for things that we probably got at the bins.
Yes.
Yes, please. So it only makes sense if your cost of goods is low. If you're paying more than like $1.50 for your items, it may not be the right place to send your things, because it's, I mean, there's some items I get like $2 for, but I'm fine with that. Okay, so let's dive in. I want to see.
This is the 10 items. I'm pretty sure the big one's returns.
This might be returns too. I don't know, but then I have another box, so it's okay.
You said you opened it.
Well, I did
Hold
open
on,
it, but I
people.
didn't
Hold on.
apparently. I didn't open it well enough. I tried. I bet this one's just a return box because it does say original bag ID. And when it says original bag ID, that probably is returns. Let me see. I can tell you if this one's returned.
It
yeah.
is.
Okay, put that one to the side.
See
Yeah.
ya.
Good. So now this makes more sense that we have a singular box.
Yeah, that's what I
So
thought.
here's the box. Oh, and I just showed everyone my label. So here's the giant box. They always make it really pretty. And here's something interesting for all of you out there. They don't wrap anything in plastic. So I know a lot of us are really concerned with protecting our items and making sure they're safe. So we use plastic bags, which we know are so bad for the environment, so completely awful for the environment.
Thanks, Karen, for the $5.
And they, oh, you guys are amazing today. You're always amazing, by the way. Let me just make sure that's clear. So anyway, but they don't use any sort of plastic. They just take tissue and wrap it up, and they don't even individually wrap items. But yet it still looks fun and nice. Would you say?
Yes.
But what? Because I know that there's something else that you do want to say.
We're dealing with the post office. We've seen things come from the post office that are obliterated, and you want to protect your stuff for your customers, so I'll
true.
take the plastic bags.
That's true. That's true. Just being more mindful. Maybe, I know that a lot of people are looking into like the more compostable bags, so that is something I should probably look into. We just have a lot of bags left over from when I really stocked up the business.
Yeah.
But
well,
once,
right before we left Seattle. Also.
Exactly. But once we've gone through those, I will be looking at more of those
Chat party!
options. But yes, okay, and if you are brand new here, also in the comments, make sure that you are putting your name, anything that you are working on. If you have a podcast, YouTube, Instagram that you want people to come visit, a sale, Etsy store, anything at all, put it in the comments because we really like to facilitate the community piece of it. And as everyone's watching, I know a lot of people are multitasking, and so, you know, make a friend.
Yep.
Make a friend. I'm all about that.
And we try to reuse we reuse boxes that we get stuff bought from Posh. If we buy shoes from some other platform that have the little bubble things, we reuse that. We reuse everything. We'll probably reuse some of this ThredUp stuff.
Sorry, I had to go grab this because as you were talking about we reuse everything, I wanted everyone to see how real that actually is. So this tissue paper in this bag right here, one of my coworkers brought me a present into the office that had been sitting there for 6 months since I first left. And I finally got it, and I was not going to throw the wrapping away, so I kept it and brought it home in my luggage to reuse. So
Thanks,
we are,
Lizette.
no joke, we hold on to everything and reuse it. Best that we can. Okay, let's start with the unboxing.
I know, Karen, we stink, but
We stink. What did we do?
As a newbie and a tree hugger, I refuse to use any plastic. Breaks my heart.
I
It's
totally
not
support
necessary.
you.
Receive great feedback without using plastic.
I totally hear you. I absolutely hear you 100%. I totally, and I know this, and I also know that we, it starts with us. We have to make a difference. So
Yep.
totally get it. That's why once it's all gone, because we already have it. So there's no, I mean, if you already have it, we've already spent the money.
Right.
If we throw it in the trash or if we use it, it's going to be the same. But we are definitely going to be more mindful going forward at what we can utilize to help. So thank you so much. I love that is a focus for you, and I think that is a really great inspiration for others too. So
Yep.
that's awesome. So thank you for sharing. That's fantastic.
Laundry party in the chat.
Laundry?
Yep. Somebody's doing laundry and watching.
Oh, nice. Laundry. Yes. Oh, I know I have a few pieces to launder. Okay, so let's start with this first piece, because one of the other things you always want to be mindful of is the condition what they say, is the item what they say. ThredUp only shows you 2 pictures.
That's it.
Front and back.
You don't
They
get-
don't show you labels.
You don't get 7 or 8.
They don't show you anything. So you're kind
Squat.
of taking things with a grain of salt that it's going to be what you want. And in the outlet, they're all final sale. Now, if something is totally not as described, their customer service will take care of it. But you still want to double check. So this first piece, I actually got this thinking that you would put this in your Poshmark closet. It's not vintage. This one is the Ann Taylor Loft Casual Dress. So I like Ann Taylor, I like Ann Taylor Loft, but the first thing I just noticed is that this is actually Ann Taylor Loft Factory. So the little double dots right there, if you ever see those, I think on like J. Crew or many other brands,
Yeah.
that tells you that it is a factory label, which means it is definitely a lower end piece.
Yeah.
I can tell by touching this that this is not the best quality, it's not the worst, but it's more like just a poly. But I will tell you, it's freaking adorable. So I picked this up because the print in the picture just looked so spring, and it is a maxi dress and it's lined. So in this case, it has the ruffle front,
Good job, Karen.
the
First bundle.
elastic waist. Wait, did she sell a bundle?
Sold my first bundle today.
Yes, yes, yes. But it's fully lined. It does, see, this is what I'm talking about. You'll find some of these little
Snag.
things, a little snag, but you know what, that just came right out. So that's not a big deal. I'm not seeing any stains on it, so that's good news.
Oh, I'll have to go. Ooh.
What?
Maybe not.
No, it's
Maybe.
because the light, we're seeing
Oh.
red. I know, I said the same thing. But it's also a size 10. So that is phenomenal. It's a
Hey,
great
GTL
size. And I just think that it's gonna be really great going into spring, and it's really lightweight, and it's lined, like I said. So what do y'all think? Do you think, and remember, I paid $2.83, no, $2.63 an item with my discounts and my thing. So is this something that y'all would pick up? I think that, is this
You
something
better
that you
say
would sell?
pretty. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to, since it was going in my closet, so I don't really have a choice in the matter.
Well, you kind of do.
At the bins, I do.
If you don't, oh, and it has a slit. Oh, look at this. This is surprise.
That is not Easter. That is.
Surprise. No, it's not. It's not a high slit. This totally could be Easter. We definitely want to get this listed ASAP. Throw this on with like a denim jacket.
Hey, Foxy
That would
Roxy.
be super cute. Super cute. So anyway, this is definitely, is this worth the price that I paid?
What
Will we
size
make
is it?
money? It's a size 10.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good, huh? So, will we make money on this? Yes, we will
Let's
certainly make money on this dress. So far, they did not lie about the condition of this. Thank you very much. Next piece. All right, okay. You're gonna do some steaming. Some steaming here for
Lord.
sure.
Some?
Okay,
Ah.
so this is
Oh,
ASOS.
Already?
So it's an ASOS and it's a size 2. They had this listed as a dress, but I could tell from the picture that
It's
it
a
was jumper. It's a
Yeah.
jumpsuit, but it's a black jumpsuit.
Hey, Gloria.
And yeah, it definitely needs some steaming to happen here. But this is what I saw in the picture, and I was hoping it was as beautiful in person as it kind of looked like. But it has these like floral cutout embellishments here on the sleeves. It is cold shoulder. Cold shoulder is definitely a little bit harder style to sell, but I will tell you, because it has this So I really like this piece of it. The top is kind of separated. So it's a jumpsuit, but then you have this little piece here. And so this is wonderful if you have any sort of problem areas that you want to cover. So for me, I like to wear things that are a little bit baggier.
Oh, I got work all right. That thing's gonna take me at least
Yeah.
like 35 minutes.
It's gonna take a minute. It's
my,
cotton.
that's a hot
But they
mess.
have the wide leg, and it's more of a midi style, so it's not gonna hit right at the ankle. But again, another great piece for spring. So I think that this piece is really great. It is a size 2, so it's gonna be a little bit smaller piece, but I really like the black.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not really
love the
faded.
black.
It's not really faded. I don't see any damage to it. And this one, oh, I didn't even tell you. I was gonna tell you the individual prices of each item, and then I already told you the average price. But that first dress, the Ann Taylor Loft, they actually had that one. I paid, is this what I paid? I think this is what I paid. I paid $6.60 for that specific piece. For this ASOS jumpsuit, I paid $4.20 for.
Great for smaller boobs too. The top camouflages smaller busts.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that shape, and it also breaks it up so that it's just like, I don't know, it's more unique. It kind of looks layered, and I love layered looks.
Oh,
And it's
Maria's
already built
hangry, waiting for soup.
in. Ooh, soup. What are we having for dinner? Steak again? Bill made steak last night again. One of my favorite things to have is steak and fondue, and that's what we had last night.
Foxy says she loves your hair.
Thanks. I didn't wear a hat tonight. I was going to, and then I said, nope, I just got my hair done. I'm not wearing a hat. Not today.
A week in Seattle, no hats.
I wore a hat every single day in Seattle.
GTO's beef stew. My
Okay.
favorite.
This next one is another jumpsuit. This is an Alfani jumpsuit. Paid $4.80 for this one. This one I picked up because it looked like it was a really nice material, and it is. It's not cotton. It's more of it feels like a synthetic. What are we gonna say? It is poly and spandex blend, but it has the jogger style leg. So that jogger style leg is awesome with heels, with booties. It is such a great shape. It is sleeveless, so that'll be awesome for summer. It buttons up the front. Now, I will tell you, I love this style personally because it has a collar on it. And so I would put a tie, because I love to wear ties. I love ties. But I would wear a tie with this and a blazer. And right there, you can dress it up, or you can put flip-flops on and wear it slightly unbuttoned, and you have this casual spring or summer outfit.
Nice job, Seek Joy.
So
And
this
Lara,
is great.
we'll be seeing you soon for some tropical shrimp and corn.
Shrimp and corn.
I love beef stew. It's almost 80 degrees here, so we're doing grilled tropical shrimp and corn on the cob.
Yum. Yeah, that doesn't sound good to me.
About to be in the grocery store.
But anyway, so this I think
Yes.
is another really good find.
Adult cold beverages, preferably in a can or a bottle.
Wait, so go back to St. Joy. So she made a sale right now? Bundle sale?
Closet clear out, sold something I've had almost 2 years. I was so happy. I recently relisted it for your information.
Excellent. Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh. I know. I marked down like a lot of my closet today for closet clear out, and I'm going to tell you, nothing. Crickets.
I sell on Poshmark
Crickets.
part-time. I love to thrift, but my full-time job is getting eliminated. So what's the biggest tip to becoming a full-time reseller?
Ooh, create a business plan.
Yep.
Create a business plan. Make
First
sure you need to know your numbers. You need to know what you're striving to make. Don't just wing it, because it really, if you're going to do it full time, you have to treat it as a business and set your daily, weekly, monthly goals to make sure that you're reaching what you need to survive. And also remember that there are a lot of other fees involved. So I love, there are a lot of great full-time resellers out there, and Bill is full-time, but it's a little bit different because, you know, we kind of have the parachute that I have a full-time job as well. But going full-time, there's a lot involved. And I think Denali did a video recently, so El Ducho, she does a lot of, she's a full-time reseller. She is like all in, that's all she does. So I would definitely recommend checking out some of her videos. I think she actually has one on what you need to know before going full-time. So definitely check her out. She is amazing, and she would, I think that video will be a great starting point for you just to make sure you're on the right path. Because it is possible. It's 100% possible to make a living doing it full-time, but it takes a lot of work.
Do you have a spreadsheet tutorial out there already?
On my spreadsheet?
Like on your channel?
Like, what about the spreadsheet?
Amberlicious. I was thinking earlier I'd love a spreadsheet tutorial.
I think I've talked about how like I use my spreadsheet when I do my numbers videos and that kind of thing, but I don't think I've walked through. Maybe I might. I don't know.
I don't remember.
I feel like I start talking about numbers and then I forget. My ADD goes like I don't know where I am. But I am going to be recording my what sold last month video, and I always go over my spreadsheet during the how much we made last month. So I will be going over that. But if you look back through any of the other videos on how much we made, you could see everything about the spreadsheet. And I think last month,
what you track, what formulas you use.
Yeah, it doesn't go deep into the formulas, but that's definitely something I could do. For me, I think the spreadsheets are always a little bit more challenging. People have asked me for my spreadsheet and I don't really share it because it's specific. Like, I am not a trained, I use numbers because I have a Mac, and so I use numbers, and I have figured out all these formulas, and I have my tabs and I have everything, but I'm not like certified or anything, so I don't want to give anyone wrong information. But yeah, I feel like we could do even like a live, let me show you what my spreadsheet looks like and answer questions as we go through. So if that sounds helpful for you, I'd be willing to do that, because I've been trying to figure out how to share the spreadsheet without just a video. Because when you go over numbers and you go over what I think people should know, it's always more challenging. But if you do it in kind of a live format, like something like this, where split screen, show the spreadsheet, and then we can answer questions. But if that's helpful, I would love to do that. I would love to talk about my spreadsheet.
Quemby's probably in Napa having some wine or something. Leslie, who knows?
Oh, Leslie's here?
Nope.
Oh, you're wondering where they are. Oh, yes. Okay, anyway, so we just talked about this one. I really like this, and it's my size. So some of these things I picked up with the intention that if I didn't think it would sell, I would still pick it up.
We don't have a task sheet for the day. We do not.
I know, isn't that? Well, I kind of created one on the airplane ride over, and I just showed it to you this morning.
Yeah, but that's not a task sheet.
It's kind of a task sheet.
It's what I do every day.
I know, but it's more of like a
paper.
It's, this is what we did. Okay, this next piece, but I think it's a good idea to have a task sheet. I feel like Bill hates them, but I'm a checklist person.
I am not.
So if you tell me that I need to do 20 list or relist, I'm gonna have a spreadsheet and I'm gonna mark them off as I go to keep track. If I need to share 3 times, I'm gonna be like AM, midday, PM. For me, I just find that useful, but Bill does not.
I was a chef, I don't.
But you also have like a photographic memory. Or you don't have a photographic memory, but you have like a pretty darn good memory.
I don't need a checklist.
But I do not. So I agree with those. So this next piece I picked up, it's actually an H&M blazer. And I know H&M, but it was only $2.94. And it's the most adorable sailor style. So it has this Peter Pan collar. And then the buttons have this nautical, they're anchors. They have little anchors on them.
That's nautical.
It is nautical. And it was just a really cute, I don't know. I mean, I know it's a jacket, but it was on sale and I'm not quite sure why it was considered. Oh, because it was in the outlet. But it is a size 6. And I wonder, and the lining looks like it's a striped lining. So it has a little bit of fading to it. They did mention that in the listing. If you look, they'll give you condition as you go through the listing. They'll let you know if there's something wrong, but you should still always double check, because I've had things come that were no.
So Lizette wants to know how to relist. New pictures, and then go into your closet and create a new listing. List the thing, and then go back into your closet and delete the old one.
Yes, yes, and I will tell you the easiest way that I do it is I actually have it, so for work I have 2 monitors, and that makes it easier for me, but I'll have 2 different windows open. So I'll have Poshmark in 1, Poshmark in 2. In Poshmark 1, I'll have the sell your item open. So I'll have sell on Poshmark right there, ready for all the things. In Poshmark number 2 window, I'll have the actual listing open. And then if you don't need to take new pictures,
Oh,
because
you
maybe
copy
you
and
don't.
paste.
Yeah, maybe you don't need to take new pictures. I'll actually just download all of the old pictures to my desktop. And then I can drag them all over to the new listing, copy and paste all of the information, make any edits as necessary, and then as Bill said, delete the old one and list the new one.
Yep.
It takes less than 2 minutes to do that. But you can also, Vendoo has a new option for list relist. However, in order to use the list relist feature on Vendoo, you had to have listed them through Vendoo. And that's the problem is I use Vendoo to cross list, but I don't use it to list. So it really doesn't work for me. But once you get your rhythm, it goes pretty fast.
Darren, how many times have we tried to share a closet? Lately, the past 2 weeks, 3? I've been doing it like 5 times, both closets, but usually 3 to 4.
Yeah, I mean, typically you'll share first thing in the morning. That's part of your ritual. You share at lunch when you get back from the post office.
But recently, it's when I wake up, then at 10, then when I get back from the post office around 12:30, then at 4, and then we do the last one before we go to bed.
Yes. Well, and tell us, how have you been sharing? Like, what's your method recently? Because I think you recently changed.
Off app.
Off app. I have always, not always, but I have shared off app. That's kind of my way of doing it, and Bill was a little reluctant to do it. And what we mean by off app is we actually just go to a browser on the iPad. So like, I use my iPad, this is what I use for everything, and I pull up Poshmark here, and I use my pencil, and I just share because there's no buffering. So with the app, when you share, you have to wait until it buffers, you know, that, and it may be short, but it's still, you have to wait each time. I can share my whole closet, which is like 230 items right now, in less than 10 minutes. It goes by so much faster. So yeah, that's tangent, but that's sharing. It's important, it's part of it, but make sure that you're not wasting time sharing it in a hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm always like, did you have more to add to that?
Nope.
So anyway, so this is just a cute little sailor jacket. It's H&M, like I said. This is not going to be worth a huge amount, but $2.94. Well, remember, average. I look at the average for bookkeeping, and $2.63.
Hey, Kim. Morning and evening. Yeah, try off app. I'm telling you, it's quicker. But
I'm not
just
even
make
kidding.
sure you're pretty accurate with the little pencil, because if not, your closet just goes like haywire.
So yeah, okay, so what he's talking about is if you're sharing through the browser and you accidentally click the picture instead of click share,
It's gonna go
you'll
back
go
to your
into
closet.
the picture,
Yeah.
and you have to
Oof.
click back and go back to the actual list of
Or if you hit
items.
something else.
Well, don't hit anything else. You gotta be laser focused on the listing. Pew, 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 pew. It's like
Yeah.
a video game.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew. Okay, so this
Hey,
next
Natasha.
item is Parker. Oh, I don't even think that,
Is that free?
no. Parker and Sky is what they call this. It's a Parker and Sky romper. This I paid $3.60 for. I picked it up because it just looked super cute. I actually thought it was knit, but it's not knit. But it has this ivory
Thanks, Natasha.
and then black. And then it kind of looks like, you know what it reminds me of? A wrestler's outfit, do you know what I mean?
You know what that reminds me of? What's her name in Three's Company? The blonde lady.
Chrissy?
Yeah,
Come
she
and
used to
knock
wear
on my
those things all the time.
door. He'll be waiting for you.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about, how there might be damage. They don't say that there's going to be damage. They did not call out damage. However, this does have damage on it. Easy to fix, but still, that's annoying to me. So I am not here to say ThredUp is the best by any means, but you know, I can get some great stuff for a great price. I'm gonna do it. But in this case, you know, it is cute. It's just a little romper, a little shorts romper, perfect for spring. But what's damaged about it is this little snappy do right here. It has both pieces on one side. So we need to pull that off, and I just need to put a couple of stitches back on the side. Kind of see the loose thread over here. And then that's an easy fix, but that's also why if you are a reseller, you do need to know how to sew, bottom line, or have someone who is close to you that can sew, because if not, that would end up like in a donation bin, but this will be super easy to fix, and I think that, yeah, I think this is cute for spring. It's a little dressy. This is like, I think I'm gonna put dressy in the listing, And it's missing a little thing here, so you can see it's missing one of the little, yeah. So this one, wah, but if I wore shorts, I would keep it, but I do not very often. All right, next. All right, this one, what is this one? You are Gianni Beanie. I think that's Macy's. Gianni Beanie romper. I loved this one, this chevron print. So this is what drew me to this. And I know it's another shorts romper, but look at this gorgeous chevron print. And it really translated well from the picture to what it is in real life. And it has this peplum. Now, I'm gonna tell you that again, a peplum is amazing because it really can complement a lot of different body types. So this is a size small. It does have the little fabric button in the back, and then it has a little keyhole, which is cool. But I just think this is so pretty, and I think that you can pop on a little belt with this, dress it up a little bit, or dress it down, and this will be great for spring. It's really lightweight. So this is I'm pleased with this one. So I don't like that romper, but I definitely like this one. Gianni Beanie is not high end by any means. This definitely feels poly, but it is, I'm gonna make sure it's poly. Right, it feels poly to you?
Yeah, almost guaranteed it
Yeah,
is.
it's definitely poly. But it's just really cute. And I like that it has longer sleeves, even though it's a short romper.
And pockets?
Oh, that's a great question. I would say it probably doesn't, just
I
because
thought
it
I
has the
felt a
peplum.
pocket.
It does have pockets.
Huh.
What?
That's even
Okay,
better.
that's even better. So you have a peplum, you have pockets, you have a 3/4 sleeve. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to style this. I think this is gonna look really cute with over the knee boots. Love it. Maybe a denim jacket just to casual it down a little bit.
Maybe.
To casual it down a little bit.
I'm not wearing it.
No. Okay, what are you? You are Westport. They have this one listed as a dress. The Westport casual dress. So this one, I picked this up again because the pattern, it was vibrant.
It's a jumper.
It is a jumper. And look at this paisley contrasting crossover in the front. It has the belt, so it has a fabric belt with it. And then it has the wide leg with the paisley. And it's kind of a, what would you call this fabric? This is gauze. Would you say it's kind of gauze? But this one I just thought was so awesome. Someone that's gonna wanna go on vacation and wear like a, fun print. This is super lightweight. I really, really love this piece. It is a size 2. So I think one of the things I found in the outlet that they do have a lot more smaller sizes. I was trying to find, multitude of sizes, but it didn't happen.
See, Joe, you've never worn a romper. I did at Posh Fest in front of a bunch of people.
You did wear a male, what do they call it? A rompim. For men, a rompim. I will tell you, see, Joy, or Joy, I'm not calling people by their names now. Rompers and jumpsuits to me, it's the quickest way to just like get put together.
Super inconvenient, she says.
So I feel like as long as they're easy to button. I had one romper that I had to sell because it was buttoned down the back. Like how do you have a romper that you button down the back? Like you can't get in and out of that. But like something like this has a zipper, so that would be easy. Now, public restrooms are a little harder because you kind of have to pull everything down. So I could see that.
Thanks, Secret.
But definitely, I think that it can just make a complete outfit super easy in one fell swoop. And I really think that this one, it's like coral and navy and green. I'm very pleased with this piece.
Sorenzo, my bins finds are doing well. I just sold that flax dress in a bundle yesterday for full price. So we're doing good.
Yeah.
It's going well.
I think Bill's gonna be going every Tuesday now to the bins.
Yep. Bill's Adventure.
Bill's Thrifts. So I called this
Thrifts.
series that Bill's doing. He's doing he's doing his own little thrift haul. Well, his own. I'm there. But Bill's doing thrift hauls for what he finds at the bins. And I called it Bill's Thrifts, but Lara was like, Bill's Excellent Adventures or something. And I'm like, that sounds so much cooler than Bill Thrifts.
Oh.
I need to update it. I need to make it
Lizette,
more.
you need to get that flax out of your money pile and list it ASAP. Remember, lag and look is a thing. I added that. It was in my title.
Bill put it in
To
there.
Massachusetts,
And it's sold.
it's going.
Okay, so this, let's see. Floral and light and maxi, and I love it. I'm trying to find brand or what have you. I know it has to have a brand because
It doesn't.
hold on. It doesn't say I'm branded.
I am never gonna film alone. That is not gonna happen. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. There is nothing on it. Probably our videos. No brand, huh?
Well, I'm confused. Okay, so this is another thing. Everything I have is branded. I don't know which one this is. So I'm gonna come back to this one because that'll be the last one, and I can see if it's this one. Shelby and Palmer. That's gotta be the Shein one then. Interesting. Okay, so this one, I really like this. So Shelby and Palmer. It is, of course, very spring, floral. Lined, has the ruffle bottom. It's a maxi. It has these gorgeous sleeves. It also has a tie in the back, which I did not know, which is super cool. So back here you have this little tie with the opening. This is a really great piece. It's a size 6. I'll say, I mean, that's a really good 6. That looks like it might actually fit more than a 6. But it's so pretty. Again, another one of those, someone mentioned Easter, and I feel like this would definitely be another one of those Easter pieces. I think this is great, and it's new with tags. So again, in the outlet, you can still find things. You know, this brand is probably just a junior's brand. It's probably nothing even exciting, just telling from the fabric and the, as I pointed out to Bill recently, the seam that it is not finished. I mean, it's finished, but it's not like rolled. So that tells you that they didn't put as much money into it, but I still think that it's a beautiful piece.
Sigdra, that flax dress lasted 17 days. Sold for 40, I believe. I don't know. It just, make sure to check your listing. Lag and look in the title is key with the flax thing, I guess. They have a following, that's what I was told, and obviously they do.
Yes. I know, because you brought it home and you were like, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to get it.
And driving around in the boonies, lost internet, I'm back.
Oh, here it is. There is a tag. Okay, so I was like, this is weird that it doesn't have a tag. So this is Shein, and Shein, again, another not expensive brand. That's probably why it was in the outlet. I can show you this. Shein. Shein. Oh my goodness, why is this so hard for me today? There we go, Shein. This is a size small, but again, another spring dress. And it is a one shoulder, which is also a little bit harder. And it definitely does not have a lining. As I'm holding this up, I'm like,
it does. It's like halfway.
Oh, I guess it, okay. Yes, so the lining is from the waist down. Okay, well, that's much better because the top, you know, if you're wearing, because you would most likely wear a bra with this, it looks like this. But again, ruffly, florally, super fun. And then look at this front piece of it. I love all of that movement. When I'm taking pictures with dresses like this, I always capture I spit everywhere. Capture the movement by twisting and taking pictures. So this I think will photograph really well.
Says it's pronounced shine.
Oh, thank you. I was always like, what is a Shein? I don't know.
How soon after someone likes your items do you send out an offer? I don't. How long do you?
Right away. Well, not right away because I'm not on the app all day, but whenever I check it, I do always filter by likes. And so I send it immediately. And I think that that's because I think of how I am as a shopper. And I've been shopping recently because I'm looking for something very specific.
Nick pick. Hey!
So I'm having... Hello. So I'm having, you know, just really interpreting what I'm doing as a shopper and really thinking about what other people are doing as a shopper. So when I'm looking, like right now I'm looking for a pair of Rebecca Minkoff white boots. I own them already. I know that they fit, I know that they're amazing, but I've been wearing them nonstop, so I want another pair. So I've been going on Poshmark and liking all of the pairs that are in my size because people have them priced like way too much. They're not worth that much right now. So I've just been liking all these items just so that I have them in my likes. And then that way, if I decide to go back and send an offer, they're already there. So I've been doing that. Now, I will tell you, I think one person sent me an offer already, and I was considering it, except that it was still a little too high. So for me, there might be times where I do buy something because someone sent me an offer on a like. Now for me specifically, if I put it in a bundle, that means I want you to send me an offer because
Not anymore.
Well, for us, people are using bundles and not doing anything with them. But as a shopper, if I put it in a bundle, that's me saying, I'm serious, send me an offer, so then that way I can counter or I really want this item. So I think, anyway, long-winded answer as always, but if someone likes an item, I typically send it out as soon as I see that they like the item.
I think Gingerbread was referring to Shine as a #1 item searched by teens. It's like Brandy Melville.
Oh. Well, I mean, hey, that's great.
Brandy Melville flew out of my closet, and I didn't know why.
It's another one of those, and I think Boohoo, isn't Boohoo another brand that I find, whenever I list Boohoo, it sells pretty quickly. And again, these are not high-end items, but there's definitely this following that people are looking for those.
Yep.
And that dress, it's beautiful, and I think that it definitely will do well for spring. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
It's $4.52. How many more pieces you got?
Oh, we just have one more thing, and these actually may not.
Uh-oh, nitpick. OMG, how'd I get a wrench? It's my first one.
You got a wrench! You are a moderator! Yay!
Uh-oh, Go To Boutiques here. I have a question.
Yes.
Might be off subject. I'm thinking about listing in my Etsy shop. Do I have to list it on a desktop?
No, actually, that's a great question.
I don't see anywhere to sell or list when I'm on my phone.
You need an app. So there are two different Etsy apps. You have the Etsy just like shopper app, and then you have an Etsy seller app. So you want to make sure you download the Etsy seller app, and then you should be able to go in and manage your listings and all of that. So it does make it easier. So yeah, you certainly can do it on the phone, but the desktop is easier, but you don't have to.
Gingerbear's having problems getting, I think, into the grocery store. She's at the grocery store.
Oh, Bill.
Not even in the beer section yet. That's the first place you have to go, and then the rest of it's easy.
That's the last place we always go, is that section, because it makes the cart too heavy. So anyway, oh, and nitpick thrift. If you, I still have that sweater. I didn't know how to reach out to you. If you're interested, just let me know. The cute Neapolitan femme one. So if you're still interested, just let me know. I haven't listed it yet, but I will. Bill's gonna take pictures, I think, tomorrow. Maybe.
As long as I know where it is.
It's just right over there. It's hanging on our rack.
Your rack.
My rack that has a million things. So then the last item I picked up, and these may end up staying with me, but again, I needed to get 10 pieces to get the 40% off. So if I did not get 10 pieces, it only would have been 30. It makes sense to get that extra piece. Plus it was free shipping, so.
Yes, I want it, no rush, just whatever, whenever.
Okay, one thing I'm noticing that these are not factory hemmed. Excellent. But I picked these up because I love a bell bottom. I love a flare leg. I love anything dramatic when it comes to pants, because I don't typically sell a lot of denim in my Poshmark closet, but if it has more of a unique look or a vintage look, or now I'm embroidering. I just made, you all might know this, but I forgot to share this, everybody.
Karen just asked this question, by the way.
What?
So go ahead, continue.
Oh, this question, what I'm gonna talk about?
Yep.
Karen, you're psychic. That's crazy. So I made my first sale of an embroidered piece. So as many of you know, I just recently started embroidering, very recently, within the last month or so. Actually 3 weeks. It's been, yeah, it was very quick. And I had this pair of 501s in my 501 cutoffs that Bill picked up at the bins, and they had already been listed forever. They didn't sell, we relisted, nothing was happening.
She wanted them.
Oh no, that's okay. We're gonna keep our eyes open, and we are gonna continue to do this because I just embroidered right above the back pocket. I did these flowers and kind of things, and I sold them for $30 is what I was asking, and they were a full price sale. So for me, that really was validating as an artist, that I was like, oh my goodness, someone loved what I did, because it wasn't just the 501 cutoffs, because anyone can get a 501 cutoff anywhere, but it was the, the little a little accent. And so I have like a whole stack of denim jackets I'm gonna do, but then I'm also gonna put it on Etsy and do custom pieces, of course, but I love it. It's something that makes me feel good, and the fact that I can share it with
Maybe
you
I'll
out
send
there
you
is
a pair of mine
awesome.
and pay you to embroider them.
Yeah, no, totally. I think that's awesome too. Like I
Hey,
am totally
Gingerberry
down with.
Tori eats a crunchy raisin bran if you're in the cereal aisle right now.
By the way, I'm a creature of habit, so I know I seem like I kind of like have things all over for fashion, but when it comes to eating, I'm like, I eat the same thing every single morning. I drink the same thing every day. I have the same lunch every day.
I think Joy probably took her an hour and a half to embroider those things.
Yeah, maybe an hour and a half, and I'll probably get faster. And that was because I didn't have any stencil or anything. I literally just sat down and said, I think I want this. How about this? How about this? And then I would pop it up to him and say, how do you think this goes together? What do you think? So, and I've seen so many out there that, you can get really insane pieces that take a lot more time, but just the little details I love. And I'm thinking about doing it to some of my own jeans as well, like the flowers on maybe the hip or something like that. But it's, because y'all know I love flowers. So it's easy. But these I picked up, they're Citizens of Humanity. So they're Citizen of Humanity.
I haven't seen that tag in a long time.
And they're just a wild leg, but this is what I was just disappointed with. So these have definitely been altered, and they did not say that. This is not a factory hem at the bottom.
That's a home.
Yeah, that is not. I mean, it actually looks like they may have paid. No, this is a home job. I could do this, but I will tell you, it's okay because where they're hitting, I'm really short. So they actually hit for me right at the perfect level. And if I try, these are actually
Good
one
job,
size,
Sorenzo.
these
Keep
are
it up.
one size bigger than what I typically wear, but because they have a drawstring, I thought they'd be good. And if they didn't fit, I can embroider them.
Natasha, I want monogram on my son's shirt. I will email you for your address, or if you have a PO, can you post it?
It's in actually the description. So if you look down below, it should, if you go
Linktree
down,
thing.
it has everything listed there. So it has like the PO box and then also the Linktree information. So if it's not there, it'll be there when we end. But it should be there right now, I think.
Should be.
I think so. But yeah, I'm totally down for if anyone wants something fun or custom, we could definitely work something out for sure.
Beth says you can embroider around the hem area.
Yeah, well, and what I was thinking is how cool would it be just to do like a few flowers down here, right? Because it's
Thanks,
such a wide
Lizette.
flare.
Have a good night.
Love it, love it. Lizette, goodbye. Thank you. So anyway, so that was the last piece. So 10 pieces
good.
from the ThredUp outlet to resell.
Hey Jennifer, we're done.
If you've been here and you saw the 10 pieces, what are your thoughts? How do you feel? Do you feel that these are items that you would pick up to resell if you were out and the price was right? Or do you use ThredUp? Do any of you out there use ThredUp at all for sourcing? Let us know. Pop it in the
Natasha,
comments.
I'll mail you 3 shirts for all my boys.
Aw, and then, we'll talk too, Natasha. So email me, and then
Hey,
we
Jennifer.
can figure out, make sure that we have like the plan in place, so that I know where you want me to put them. If you want me to put any designs, I got you. But those are the items. So any questions that anyone
Aaron,
has?
yes, shop ThredUp all the time.
Perfect, awesome. Aaron and I, is that Beats?
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, I know, and I'm always inspired because you find the crazy good deals for sure.
I have a pile of jeans that my baby girl is going to paint. Sweet.
Oh, see, painted jeans. I'm not a painter. I tried that before. I've tried like many
We can barely
different
paint
avenues.
walls.
And so the fact that I'm actually sticking with embroidery and I like it, that's a big step.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget, everybody, like the video if you liked it.
Gingerberry, I've done beach
Subscribe.
flower stencils on cutoffs.
Stencils. I like the stencils, yes. But don't forget to subscribe. We do these weekly lives. We are all about, connecting the community, sharing what we know, but also learning from you. And then I also do many other reseller related videos. We do thrift hauls. My new video will be coming out this week on how much we made for February. Shocker, it wasn't a lot. But I will share all of the money that I made from all of my side hustles. So I share what I made on YouTube, what I made, you know, if there's any sort of affiliate or anything like that. We just share it all because I am definitely one of those people that is an open book, and if I can help any of you be successful, then that's fantastic.
See ya, dude. Bye-bye. See ya. 9 inches for all the little booty. Oh, man. Dude, just go away.
Oh, so apparently Bill's moderating. If you have a wrench by your name, if you ever see any sort of inappropriate comments or anything, just
I got him.
block
and
him.
I reported him to YouTube. So
Bill loves it though. Bill finds it very, so we don't get it very often. If you ever are live, it's one of those things where there's some people that kind of sit around the YouTube lives and kind of dive in to make waves. So
Don't worry, you can remove all the stuff, dude. You already got reported, so see ya.
Bye-bye. So anyway, any other questions before we let everyone go? It's been a great Sunday. Ready to start the work week tomorrow. You're not ready. I'm ready. I am ready
I need
to
another week of sleep.
get back in on the game and list all the things. That's what I need to do.
All right, I guess
That
that's it.
Excellent. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining us this
Thanks,
week.
guys.
We will see you. We will be here next week, I think. We're actually volunteering with the Habitat for Humanity next week, but that's on Saturday, so we may not get to go sourcing, but we'll see. But anyway, we will do something. We will be here next week, Sunday, live at 4:05.
And probably Tuesday or Thursday for Bill's Adventure. No, Bill Thrifts, whatever it's called.
Yes. Adventures in Bill. Awesome. Okay,
All
everybody,
right.
so until next time, see ya!
Have a good week, people.